How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map, the Western Wilds. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to the Western Wilds Survivor Mode. Do you have what it takes to design your own fields, create areas to raise livestock, and build production chains? No neighbors to stop your advancement or bog you down with contracts or field work. It's just you and the wilderness. You have the ability to remove all trees, rocks, power lines, and water stream from the map to help aid in the discovery of your inner farmer. There are 20 gold nuggets to find. Go to the gold hut to see the clues where to take a look for the nuggets. The map includes 2 sawmills, a limestone production plant, and a BGA. Also, a gold production plant to aid in washing stones for gold and then smelting to gold bullion. Also, I have added plowed state to landscape ground painting textures. Please note that using this option to create fields will lose the ability to produce stones in the field. You can also find 2 trailers for transporting methane under miscellaneous categories. I hope you enjoy this survival mode. There has been a changelog to this, and it is changelog 1.0.1.0, and it says, Important notice, I am really sorry to say this, update requires a new save. Reduce the tree counts from 11,000 down to under 7,000. This will give you the ability to place around 1,000 trees before hitting the tree limit. Fix the south side fence of the abandoned farm area so you can repair the fence. Fix missing pin from one of the gold nuggets on the gold hut minimap. This map was created by Alien Jim and is 136.90 megabytes to download. There are no required mods for this map, and if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. The prices are pretty standard when it comes to this map, so roughly around 85,000 for the kind of inner area here, and then once you start getting to the periphery you kind of get into like the 75, 71, 81. It just really is pretty universal, so get about $85,000 and you should be set. You do start out with farmland number 3 up here in the northwest corner of the map, but you start here kind of amongst the more north side here where all the sell points and shop and all that is. You do not start with any animal pens. There are no contracts on this map. There are no production chains for you to start out with, and there are 20 collectibles, like it said in the description, little gold nuggets. And they kind of give you a little insight, a little clue on where some of those nuggets are hiding on you. Now, there are mods specific to this map. If we look in the buy menu and scroll all the way down, you'll see the Western Wilds DLC. There are the 2 trailers here that have been modified so you can actually take methane. You can see at the bottom right hand corner the little propane bottle with the flame on it. That's the methane, and you can load it from the biogas plant on the east side of the map and be able to transport it to sell. And also, if we go into the build mode, whoo, man, you're going to see a lot here. So a couple of sheds to start us out with. Nothing under silos, nothing under extensions, nothing under containers, nothing under tools, and you got 1 farmhouse. But this is where we start seeing some cool stuff. Under selling points, nothing. Or was I wrong? I thought they placed. Oh, I guess not. I thought there was a couple of productions. Let's see. No cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, or others. No fences, no lights. But okay, so here's a bunch of decoration. That's right. That's what I remember. All right. So you've got things like the fire lookouts, the abandoned barns, shelters, whole bunch of stuff here. including water, which is really cool. So if we go over to where we own, there, you can actually insert a water plane onto the map, which is kind of cool. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And then under landscaping, you go to painting. This is the plowed state field that they were talking about in the description. So if you use this painting swatch, it creates a field for you, but you lose the ability to have stones. Now, if you have the stones already turned off, then it's not a big deal, but nice little way to make sure that you have good square fields. But then you got all these different kinds of painting swatches, which is really cool. Nothing under trees and nothing under plants. So, whew, yeah, there's quite a bit going on right there. But what we're going to do from here is we're going to go ahead and hop into this truck right next to us. Oh, and I just realized I don't have any of my windows open. There. Alright, so off to my right is the farmer's market sell point. No, sorry, animal dealer sell point. Animal dealer sell point. And the animal dealer. So when you put down animals, barns and pens, you can buy it directly from here and load into it, or you can purchase a trailer, load into the trailer, and deliver your animals to your pastures and pens to save the delivery fee. Now, one cool thing, if you're taking a look on the map, see this, or not on the map, I'm sorry, if you take a look at the upper left hand corner, you'll see electric humming off. Pressing the B button. So there's a lot of these kind of little triggers that if you don't like hearing certain noises, or you don't like certain visuals, or whatever the case may be, you can get rid of them. But you also see there's some of these signs posted around throughout the map, and cutting them with a chainsaw will allow you to do certain things. So in this case, cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all power lines from this map. So if we look up, you see there's power lines, strewn across the map. So cutting this will remove those. There's a couple more over there, and we'll take a look at those once we get over there. Over here is the wardrobe trigger. And here, there we go. Hop in here. Right here we have our shop trigger. And around this side we have our fuel trigger, or a fuel tank right here, and our repair trigger right here. Now if we come over here, this is the farmer's market sell point immediately to my left. Off to my right, the first icon there, that is the water point, the water fill point. The next icon to my right is the seed, the buy seeds trigger. And then after that is the buy fertilizer trigger. To the left, this is the farmer's market products sell point. So this is where you can bring your various products that you produce throughout the map. Also on the left is the farmer's market wool sell point. To the right is the farmer's market milk sell point. Whew, a lot of stuff going on right here. To my left, this is the Sawmill North sell point. And then here is the Sawmill North. You can purchase this for $20,000. Super cheap. Super cheap. Outputs here. Your sell wood trigger here. Inputs right here. So at this point, sweep around in this direction just real quick. Now you see the fire tower right there, just directly in front of me. If we go to the map, you can see there are fire lookout towers placed in several areas of the map. Here, there's another one here. And you can use these as kind of waypoints so you could actually visit them and actually just teleport to them. But that's why you see them on the map here, as well as being able to just go up them and just enjoy the view. So over here to my left, right here, are a couple more signs. Take a look at this one. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. So this will not include the trees around the edge of the map. So you cut this down with a chainsaw, boom. Every single tree that's on this map is gone. And it just looks like a barren, barren wasteland. This one, on the other hand, permanently removes all rocks from the map. So rocks like this, like over there, if you don't want to see these rocks, cut that signpost down and boom, they're gone. And now, head off in this direction. Whoops, looking at my map and almost running into a big boulder. Alright. And here is our starting farm. Just a little itty bitty thing. It's not a huge... You've got a couple of storage spaces, our starting equipment, a small trailer for our sleep trigger, and you've got the little harvester and all this right here. But you don't have any fields to use your harvester on. So you have this, but what are you going to use it on? You got to actually make something. But if we look, because we're at our starting farm, what do we own from the start? Well, under small tractors, we have the Steyr 8150. Harvesters, the Rostselmash Nova 330. The forklifts, the Jungheinrich. Whew. I don't speak German. Jungheinrich EFG S50. Under cars, the Lizard pickup 1986. Under trailers, the Crampy half-pipe HP20. The header for the Rostselmash. Under plows, we have the Pottinger Servo 25. Under cultivators, the Horsch Toronto 3FX. Under seeders, the Nordstein HK25 NS3030. Under fertilizer spreaders, the Amazon ZATS 3200. Under weights, the Tenwinkel FGB 600. And under belt systems, the Meridian TL 1239. And I will show you where that comes in handy later. So now we have to drive a little ways. So getting on this main track here, take it kind of east-ish until we get around this corner. Ooh. And then head way down south as fast as this little truck will take us. So right here at the center of the map, you'll see this is an abandoned farm. So similar to the signposts we saw up north, there are more signposts here, but it's only for things that happen around this area. So cutting down the signpost will permanently remove all trees from this area, loose scrap from this area, and power lines from this area. So it's all regarding this area here. And this is just like this little abandoned farm. Now this is a awesome place for you to be able to, come in, remove the trash from around here, and really kind of make this area your own, being able to just utilize the space that's already here. And you can see there's an old abandoned farmhouse. You've got the abandoned chicken coop, a little manure pit in the corner. Like, all this stuff is just decorative. It's not for use. But you take out this decoration, you can pick up some of this straw, because this is straw here. But, yeah, you've got pens and trash and all sorts of stuff. But you can come in here, clean all this stuff out, and make this area your own eventually. You've got this almost half erected barn. But let's go back to the truck and we'll continue making our way out towards the west. What I really like about this too is if you walk around this fence just a little ways, you'll see these little gaps and stuff. That's just, because of disarray and disrepair. Um, it's just, it's a cool little concept that you actually have this abandoned farm and you have the ability to eventually buy it and make it your own. As you see here, a little stream that runs right down the middle of the map, right along this roadway here. Tons and tons of logging to be done on this map, but also tons of grass work. You take a look right here, you could be cutting grass till your heart's content. It is like certainly not limitless, but it certainly feels that way. Now come here, cross the bridge, and over here, this is a cool area. So like the north, this is a selling area, but this is the train yard. First, here is your Jungheinrich forklift right here with your very own electrical charge point. Now what's cool about this is that each one of these little sections here on the train accepts different items for sale. So you've got different things for different sections of the train, and you'll eventually see the train, if we're here long enough, you'll see the train pass, and it's pretty huge. But right here you've got like your bales and stuff that you sell. You've got your productions that you can sell right here. You've got your grains that you can sell here. And I forget exactly what goes in here. Maybe some more grains. Here, hold on. Let's go look here. Train yard. But anyways, the nice thing about the train yard, the real nice thing. Oh, and here's the auger that you can use to load your grains into the various cars here. But what's nice about the train yard is that if you take the time to load into here, because the triggers are actually up on the decks here, they're not down here, so you can't just back your stuff here and just expect it to go. You actually have to bring it up and set it down on these platforms for it to accept the sale. But you bring your items down here, check this out. You come to take your grass, look at the difference that the train yard has for grass. Look at the hay. Almost an extra $100 per 1,000 liters in that product. Let's go to sugar beets. Why not? Highest price you'll see, $315 at the biogas. That's if you're selling to the biogas. But the train yards, $461, and it's just that little bump extra that they give you that makes the extra work of loading your product into the train worth it. Really worth it. Like cotton, look at that, 3,325 normally at the farmers market. Wool up in the north there, you bring it out here and you manually load it onto this trailer back here, $4,806 per 1,000 liters. Now check that out. That's above what the estimated maximum price is. Right now you're at 3,325. The maximum price shown is 4,169. Like you're already almost $700 more than what the maximum price is. It's silly not to come out here. You're getting so much extra money. Now over here, and I'm not going to step into it because I don't want to ruin this for anybody who hasn't played on this map. This little hut right here is the gold hut. You can look inside, and on the wall are push pins for your gold, the gold locations. And once you collect a gold nugget, the push pin will then activate and turn green. So you'll have red push pins to start, and then green ones after you collect it. Now I will show one thing because it's right out in the middle of the open. Right over here, That is what a gold nugget looks like. Right there on that spire there. So you gotta climb up that mountain and jump, jump, jump. So good luck with that. Now there is a shortcut, and again, I'm not gonna spoil that one. There's no need to spoil it because you kind of have the locations and all that stuff. It's already on easy mode in my opinion. So if you know the secret, you know. If you don't, then give it a try. Give collecting all these a try before you actually go and learn the cheat. So over here is the wood section of the train. Now also check this out. Come over here. Boop. You can turn on and off the fire. But here, take your wood here and you can sell it here. Now what's cool, again, just like the wood, or just like the other products, Sawmill North, $3,057. Sawmill South, $3,053. Only a $4 difference. So depending on where you're at on the map, it might not be worth if you completely take the train yard out. But look at that price of the train yard, $1,400 more expensive. $400 more expensive per 1,000 liters than either one of those. Again, it would be silly not to come out here. Absolutely silly. Oh, I hear the train. I hear the train. There it is. Now watch this. This is a pretty big train too. 2 engines. And look at all that. Ooh, that's a big train. Anyways, that's enough staring at trains. You also periodically have these little markers here. And again, electrical humming for this one. So now we'll head over in this direction. So when we first came into this map, we started out in the north, went to our farm, and now we're out to the west. We're heading east now to hit the south road and go see all the points of interest down there. And now head in this direction. Again, you get another one of those turn off the sound. Now here, this is the Sawmill South sell point. Over here, you have your sell wood trigger for the Sawmill South. And this is not a sawmill in the sense of being able to make productions. It's just sell points right here. Over here, behind this growth of trees, cut through here, another water fill point right there. You have your gas station right here, and over here you have a gas station sell point. This is the spot where you can bring your methane to and sell it. Now also, check this out. Little boop, extend the ladder. It's kind of a cool little feature, and it just props it up. Just cool little features and touches. Again, that, in my opinion, that is the sign of an amazing map maker, is someone who will just put in those little extras that'll give those little touches of realism. And in this map in particular, it doesn't take much. It really doesn't, because you're so simplistic on this map that any little thing is obviously going to be kind of uh, just adding to the immersion. Pretty much anything adds to the immersion because there's really not much other than trees and grass here. And it really doesn't have to be, because that's the type of map this is. So now we're heading up back to the north. We're going to cross the little bridge over the river. There it is. Whoa! Yeehaw! Well, thankfully this farm is abandoned because I would have just destroyed their entire fence right there. And now, coming from the south, we're heading east. We're taking this all the way out. Alright, so directly in front of me is the next series of interests. So, again, another one of those little turn off the sound things right there, but check this out. This is the methane torch, and you can turn that off just if you don't want to hear the noise or see the animation. You have a recharge point for your biomethane right here, and it's a output for your methane right there, so you can just actually load directly from here and get your methane. Over here is the biogas trigger, so you can purchase the biogas for $25,000. That's probably one of the cheapest biogas plants ever, is right here. Solids go in here. Liquids, you know what? I think liquids also go in there, if I'm not mistaken. And then liquid outputs go here. Just want to double check real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both liquids and solids go in there, and then you got your liquid digestate out here. No, sorry, wrong. This is your liquid slurries that goes in here. So your liquid inputs here, your liquid outputs here, solid inputs over there. Water fill trigger right over here. Very large bunker silo right here. Nice lighted so you can see what you're doing even in the dark. Open this gate here for our last couple of points of interest. Right here, directly in front of me, this is the gold production. Come up to this, you can purchase this for $30,000. Inputs here, outputs here. And then your lime production right here, $20,000 to purchase this. Inputs there and outputs right there. And that is it. That is the Western Wilds. Now it is opinion time. 0 to 5 scale as always, and because it's a survival / forestry map, graded on a kind of a different scale. Now I'm just going to come right out and say it. This is a 5. This is a 5, hands down. The reason that this is so highly rated by me is, in my opinion, Alien Gym is the gold standard when it comes to survival maps, forestry maps. No Man's Land and the Western Wilds are just phenomenal maps. Not only for their simplicity, but for their kind of innovative ways of being able to do certain things, or to kind of make you think outside the box kind of thing. Like this abandoned farm right here is a perfect example of that. You've also got all the power lines that can be removed by cutting down the signposts, or the trees, or the rocks, or just the stuff here at that abandoned farm. You can sit there and get rid of all the debris. You can sit there and get rid of the power lines, so on and so forth. All that stuff can be gone just by cutting down the signposts. And then you've got this really nice flat map, and that's what this is. This is a very, very flat map, without these trees and stuff. But cutting down the trees, then you're going to be really limited as to what kind of revenue income you can have at that point. Um, but no, I mean, I just think that this is a fantastic map, and I think is also made just that much better, after the Platinum Edition DLC. If you haven't tried the Platinum Edition DLC, it makes forestry so much easier. And I was playing a series on New Lands when the DLC came out, and I was so excited. Unfortunately, the Platinum Edition DLC did not work properly. All of the new tools and stuff, specifically the tracking system that's involved with the harvesters, didn't work on the trees that were used on that map. But on this map, it does work, and it is fantastic. It makes harvesting so much easier, and with mods like the CSZ pack with the what is it? The Bale, not the Bale Forks. The oh, why can't I remember it? It's the mod with the Big Bag Handler. That's the one I'm thinking of. The Big Bag Handler. With the Big Bag Handler, it just makes it so much easier to be able to do forestry. And hey, if forestry's not your thing, then this probably isn't the map for you, unless you're going to stick up here in the north, because you can see just how much wide open area there is up in the north. And if all you want to do is grass and farm and do stuff like that, then hey, this is where you want to stay. But long story short, I really like and respect Alien Jim's maps, going all the way back to FS19 with maps like Spectacle Island. That was a great map. Loved that map. I thought it was such an innovation how, and I'm sure he's not the only one, or I'm sure Alien Jim's not the only one who has done this, but putting trees in the middle of a field to have to be knocked down to then use the field, I thought was just brilliant. I thought that was so cool, being able to, start that path, but then also getting the ability to cut down the trees that are in the field if you don't want to deal with it, kind of thing. So it's just one of those, like, again, Alien Jim, gold standard when it comes to these kind of maps, and very, very highly up there in my opinion with other maps. And yeah, 5 all day and night on this one. I had a non-recorded series with family being played on this map for the longest time, and we did tons and tons of work. You just lose yourself just because of how much forestry there is to do, how much grass there is to do, and being able to just expand and do whatever it is that you want to do. Oh, I just love it. Just love this map. But that's yeah, I'll stop gushing at this point and say, hey, hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.